Awesome. So, okay, so let's get into, how we share the value of Shakeology and what we say or how you guys present it. Shay, why don't we start with you and, how do how do you share the value of Shakeology?
I usually start by asking them a question. Are you more interested in the health benefits or weight loss? And it makes people stop and think a little bit, like, well, what do you mean? I thought this was just some weight loss thing. And rightfully so. The whole media is always about, with these shakes, about weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And we kind of miss the bigger picture, that weight loss is a byproduct of good nutrition and taking care of yourself. And so, I mean, just by a show of hands, how many people in here are really, really comfortable with their nutrition and understanding nutrition inside and out? I mean, most people get really uncomfortable talking about nutrition. And so the beauty behind Shakeology is it kind of takes all that guesswork out of it. All they've got to do, they don't have to understand things implicitly. All they got to do is just drink it. But you as a coach, if you guys understand what's most important to them by asking them, are you more interested in weight loss or the health benefits, they're going to start verbalizing back to you, well, gosh, I'd like to lose 10 pounds, but, I struggle with IBS. If it can help with that, that's great. Or I have high cholesterol. If it can maybe help with that, great. So now you're learning a little bit deeper long-term reasons for them to stay on Shakeology. Because if you just pigeonhole it for weight loss, what's going to happen once they lost their weight? They're going to think in their mind, well, I don't need this anymore. But if they understand the deeper value in staying on this for their own health benefits long term, then now you're starting to set the stage for longer term use. The other thing I like to always mention is not everybody needs to lose weight. So why pigeonhole your market? Everybody needs good nutrition. And that's really where Shakeology comes in. As long as they're drinking that, they're covering the true baseline behind every other thing that they want to accomplish.
Okay, so going into the detail of the value, I know that you kind of dive into, pretty in depth with what you can share with customers.
Okay, so I want you guys to understand that what I'm going to go over with the benefits, you don't have to understand this in its entirety, and nor will you ever share it from beginning to finish with one customer. But it's kind of like when you have a new cell phone with all these different gadgets. You don't need to know what every single gadget does. Just know where to get it if you need a certain value met for a customer. So I'm going to go over these different things, and as long as you guys get the gist of it, then you'll be able to start creating value with your customers. So the first thing is that Shakeology is not a protein shake. A protein shake is just literally protein by itself. Shakeology is a true meal replacement. It gives people the nutritional value of 5 plates of salad, plus all their vitamins they're going to need for the day. And a lot of people can't even take vitamins because they upset their stomach or they keep them up at night. So it covers that, and it gives them a bunch of superfoods, which I'll talk about in a moment. So you're really getting all of that for $4 a day. If price comes up as an issue, I usually always ask them back, tell me what you spend on average for one healthy meal. Because the answer I'm going to tell you is usually between $3 and $7. You can go to Chick-fil-A and get a healthy grilled chicken sandwich, and you're going to pay about $6 to $7. And it's not going to have anywhere near the nutritional value as Shakeology. But by them telling you what they spend on average for a healthy meal, then you can come back and say, okay, so Shakeology is $4.30. That's actually on the low end of what you're saying you spend. Plus, you're getting all of this. So you're reversing their mindset that they're not spending $130, they're replacing a meal. So now you're creating value with where it's going to fit in to what they're already doing. Most people automatically are going to think it's a protein shake because that's kind of what the market saturates with. All the stuff from GNC in the stores are all typically protein shakes. This is much bigger. So I do recommend correcting them and showing them this is how Shakeology is different. Second one, not just for weight loss. Again, you don't want to pigeonhole your market. Everybody needs better nutrition. So don't make your posts just about weight loss. Share testimonials that customers have sent you about, or the ones we've got in the back office on improvements with their IBS or being more regular. There's some great resources in the back office that are not weight loss related. The next thing is that it's 100% natural, and that really is a big differentiator when it comes to comparing Shakeology to everything else on the market. So I have coaches, they'll often message me and they'll say, how does Shakeology compare to Vega One? Or there's always this new stuff on, I swear, like every week there's a new shake on the market. These are the 3 ingredients I'm going to tell you guys to look for when you're making a comparison. So you're not looking at the carbs, protein, sugars. That's not where the beauty with Shakeology is. When you're comparing Shakeology to something else, you're looking at the ingredients. And so if the other product has soy, that's no good. Soy is extremely cheap to manufacture, creates a huge profit margin, so a lot of these shake companies use it so that they have a bigger profit margin. But it's not good for your health, especially your thyroid. The second thing is artificial flavors. And a lot of these companies will want a shake to taste like a Wendy's milkshake, and so they'll dump artificial strawberry, artificial chocolate to appease what society thinks these flavors should taste like. But these artificial flavors also wreak havoc on your metabolism, on your digestion, and prevent you actually from losing weight. These are supposed to be in these health shakes. The third ingredient is artificial sweeteners. So things like Splenda or aspartame, Equal. And a lot of these companies, again, will dump these in their shakes to make them really, really sweet. But there's hundreds, literally hundreds of studies that show artificial sweeteners actually end up making you gain weight because they increase your insulin levels, they increase your carbohydrate cravings, and they inhibit fat loss. So that's the easiest way to compare Shakeology, is just to see if these other products have soy, artificial flavors, or artificial sweeteners. It's garbage. They shouldn't even waste their time spending their money on it. Shakeology is 100% natural. So that's the value behind Shakeology and us saying that we are 100% natural. The last 3 is how I explain the superfoods. Now, I don't recommend you guys go out and study all the superfoods. You don't have to do that. There is more value to it if you do, but you don't. This is all you need to know with the superfoods. A lot of the superfoods can improve your immune system. They're things that have been used for literally thousands and thousands of years in third world countries that really improve stamina and build up your immune system. And I'm sure a lot of you that have kids, like for me, I haven't been sick in probably over a year. I've got 3 kids. One of them's in daycare. The other 2 are in school. I mean, they're like little germy things. They always come around and bring germs home. But Shakeology can really help improve people's immune system. The second thing is inflammation. And coming from a pharma background, I'll tell you, the #1 root of every single disease is inflammation. So whether it's migraines, psoriasis, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, it all starts with inflammation. So if we can reduce inflammation, the body will naturally start to heal itself. So there are things called the adaptogens and phytonutrients, like those really big words on the back of the bag. That basically means those are products, natural herbals that have been used to reduce inflammation. The last thing, or it says on the back of the bag, the digestive enzymes, the probiotics. That one we're probably more familiar with, but that helps everything in the gut work better. And why that's important is because so often people eat processed foods and it doesn't totally break down in our system. It all gets caught there, right? And we're not truly absorbing the nutrients that we're trying to feed our body. So those digestive enzymes kind of work through your body, prime your digestive system so that as they're drinking Shakeology around day 4, day 5, they really start to feel and absorb those health benefits. And as a result, if they've got IBS, it typically tends to resolve itself. A lot of digestive disorders are resolved when drinking Shakeology because of the digestive enzymes and probiotics. So you don't need to get into all of that, but if someone says, yeah, you know, I've got an issue with my stomach or cardiovascular disease or psoriasis, at least now you'll be able to say, well, gosh, you know what? There's properties in Shakeology that can help that. So that's pretty much how I break it down depending on what their needs are.